Hey, how are you? So listen, today I got this story about bread. Should you refrigerate your bread? Should you freeze bread? How should you store your bread? And how do you know when it's going bad? You want to hear about it? You want to find out a little bit more about bread? Hang in there because here we go.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope this find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. And remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. This way, you know next time I come out with a video. And a thumbs up always helps. And definitely comments, guys. I would definitely like to hear from you. You know what's happening out there, and just say hello. Stop by, say hello, and drop a comment. I'll definitely get back to you. I came across this story about bread, and pretty much everybody eats bread. You know, if you don't, you don't. But pretty much the majority of people I know eat bread. I know we eat bread, and it goes bad sometimes. Sometimes it lays on the counter. Like, what do we do? Is it okay to freeze it? Is it okay to throw it in the refrigerator? Like, what's the best thing to do with our bread? When we're not too sure what we're going to do, how if we're not going to eat it quick enough, right? So I came across this story about bread, about should you refrigerate it? I'm going to read it to you, and then we'll talk about it. Let me know what you think. Should you refrigerate bread? A loaf of bread can go a long way, from morning toast to lunchtime sandwiches to accompanying a dinner time bowl of soup. Whether you make it yourself or you buy your bread locally, you probably always have a loaf on hand. However, bread will quickly spoil if not stored properly. Should you put your bread in the refrigerator or keep it out for optimal freshness? We asked food safety experts about this. Where's the best place to store bread for freshness? There are a couple of factors that come into play when considering whether to refrigerate your bread or store it on the counter. If you plan to eat the bread quickly, you can store it on your countertop, says Margaret Cooper, the assistant professor of practice, and Victor P. Smith, the chairman of board, all these food people, right? But if you take a long time to consume your bread, if your kitchen is warm and humid, and especially if the bread is homemade, it is worth refrigerating to prevent mold growth. Homemade bread does not contain the preservatives that help keep it from spoiling that most store-bought brands have. How does refrigerating bread change it? This nutritionist in private practice and adjunct professor at New York University, New York City, explains that the cold temperature in the refrigerator causes the starch to recrystallize and become dry. The result, the bread will develop a stale flavor and texture. Well, so why would it do that? I don't know. The bread will develop a stale flavor and texture. If you tightly wrap your bread in plastic and put it in the refrigerator, you can help slow the stalling process. Freezing bread is an option to help prevent it from going stale and developing spoilage microbes. Keep in mind that when you thaw frozen bread, it will get stale faster than it was as if it was refrigerated. Toss bread out if you notice signs of spoilage. Whenever you store your bread, if you see any mold, fuzzy green or black spots, you'll need to discard the entire loaf. It's important to dispose of the whole package, even if you only see mold on a couple of slices, since it can produce harmful toxins, fungus. Ropiness is another sign that bread is going bad. This happens when bacterial spores make it through the baking process and grow inside the loaf. This type of spoilage can occur in bread and baked goods with higher moisture content. If the inside of the loaf develops a soft mass that is stringy with a fruity smell, that indicates rope or bacterial spoilage. Young adds that you should also toss out your bread if it becomes very dry and hard, and if it starts to smell sour. So basically, you buy bread. I guess you don't want to buy too much, just kind of buy what you can, because you can always store it in the refrigerator, make it last a little longer. You know what I'm saying? But when you take it out, I noticed that bread that's been, in the refrigerator, take it out, it's not the same as the fresh bread, But if you need to do it, you do like hot dog rolls or hamburger buns. Sometimes you have a barbecue, you don't really use it that, all that day. You can put that in the refrigerator or freeze it, and then you take it out and store it, but you got to use it, you got to use it right away after that, because it's not good to do it again. That's my opinion. That's what I found out. Everybody's different, but I usually, if I froze bread, like hot dog bread or hamburger bread, what I like to do is the night before I'm gonna have another barbecue, I'll take it out of the freezer and I'll put it in the refrigerator and kind of let that thaw and get soft again. Then in that morning, I'll take it out and I'll either put it outside to let it kind of, warm up on the sun, or I'll just leave it out on the counter. Because I don't know if you notice, sometimes you try to thaw out bread in the microwave, it makes the bread like crap. I really don't like it. And keep an eye on that bread for mold and stuff, man. Don't want to get sick. You got to check that out. You got to keep your eye on that for that little moldy stuff, that green, the black mold. And they're talking about stringy stuff. I never heard about that before. Stringy inside, smells like fruit, smells bad. And I'll tell you something right now, because of the price of everything that's going up, man, we don't want to draw any food out. The price of food is ridiculous. Price of bread went up, milk, bread, everything went up crazy, 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 along with the price of gas that we all know of. So whatever we can do to kind of make our food last longer, especially the bread, we'll do what we got to do, and we'll just take it from there and hope for the best every day, So guys, again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. It's a quick story on bread for you. Remember, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any stories about bread. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, if you're new, you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, hit the thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you guys soon, all right? Take care of yourself. So long. I'm out of here. Goodbye.